Okay, hello, we're back. I actually mounted my phone up here that I'm sort of using as my recording phone because it's got an alright camera on it and that's all I got. So, uh, I got my thing. I loosened them up. I kind of moved it a little bit. And let's see where it was because I had it left to sit right here. So there was two of them. I kind of loosened up both of those, well, kind of set screw adjusters. So I want to see where I'm coming along with everything. Yeah, I'll see how far it's still out. And see, let's make sure we're still pretty much in the spindle. Spin a I did tighten up these bearings a little bit more because, let's see, when I pull on things, I don't know if I should try to go even tighter. But I put it back together and I put them back pretty tight because the taper bearings, tapers obviously are good for self-centering, and you put some pressure on them. And they'll, take the loading and the, so they shouldn't wiggle and give you the play. See, when I'm spinning it, which means I'm right on, because it's probably, with a scrolling chuck like this, it's probably about the best it's gonna get. Right there, I'm pretty right on. See, when I'm pulling and pushing on the pulley, front to back, side to side, and I'm getting some of that. I don't know where I'm getting the flex from. Of course, I probably shouldn't do that because I actually did loosen up those things, so it's probably to be expected. But let's see. Let me get back on. I'm just gonna put her on regular. I'm at 15 anyways. Let me actually start on the 15 here because that's where. It's not gonna go around. No, I'll just get those out of the way. I'm not gonna use those, I suppose. I do have this like really tight. Let's see if we can. Really don't want it to move at all. I want to be really accurate. Okay. You know what? I just have it set in here. I don't know with this one, the way I have it sort of mounted, if that's going to give me a lot of trouble. Because I just set this on an extra cart, my lathe, and now I'm trying to look for what is it? We have something I was checking for with the level. Now, I'm going to wander around while I'm trying to do this. Yeah, things walk all over the place in my garage. Is kind of how I operate. Okay. Well, since it's self-stabilized off of this, it's just bolted into this. The floor's good and level in that. I mean, that's probably about the best I can really do anyways. And I wanted to make some sort of a feet thing that takes it up off these wheels so that I could kind of level it that way. But if somebody had like an uneven floor where they had to do different things, I could see that. But it's all, it's not really oriented towards the floor. I mean, it sort of is through the cart I have it on, a Craftsman toolbox, and another one that I had. But that's. Okay. try to turn this one. I'm going to try to actually back out of this other one a little bit too. Backed out of the right one because I'm trying to pivot it. I mean, the way I figure it, or was going out this way, I think it's veering off to the left because the more you push in, it goes clockwise in more. So you got a bigger number here and a smaller number here, so it should be veered off to the left. And I need to bring the end part of it in to alignment to the right and get both of those numbers about the same. I loosened off the right because I'm over here, obviously, on the back side of the lathe. And as I'm looking at it, to my right, I loosened off the one under the right, so I push in the one on the left, so it'll take and turn it like that. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see where we put our adjustment at. I moved it in. Now, 3 thousandths. Let's see if I done too much. Did I go too far? That one. Oh no. Maybe still not far enough because it's still turning that way. Okay. So let's see. Oh, yeah, that's like 10. I'm like close to, well, maybe 8 because I got 1,000th there and 1,000th there. So, let me see what's going on here. I don't want to just be moving the whole thing back and forth and having it still kind of be about the same. Wait a minute. Am I going the wrong way? Let's see. Trying to tighten the front one to try to pivot it, but let me undo this. See what's going on. See if I should have my head on straight. Alright, I'm loosening the left one. And I'm going to go back to this right one. Huh, okay. That's weird. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I think I have my head backwards. No, I guess I was thinking when I'm tightening the left one, it was making it to go in that way, but I think I had my head backwards. Let's see. I'm just going to put it right here because the front one was there. Just put light pressure. I like that. I can just barely put a light pressure and that needle just moves real slow. Yeah, so I wanted the front because I think it was off that way. And I don't know, I was thinking what it is I'm screwing the set screw, the front one, and I'm screwing it in, and it kept pulling it that way because it pushes this way, causing it to go that way. So actually I had to loosen the front one and pull the back one, so the back one will pivot it this way. So that's I was backwards. Which can happen. Okay. So, let me get up here. So I'm just a notch past the 5, about 1,000. Okay. Yeah, so I'm only like 2,000ths out because I'm on the 4, which I don't know where my starting is. I'm just my number reference here. So, because I've got it pushed in so much pressure, whatever, so it's got an engagement. So I'm on the 4 here, and then up here towards the chuck, I'm on 6. So I'm gonna go halfway in case it changes the front. So I'm gonna put that on the 5 and see if it gives me about halfway. Because I'm gonna have to get it where I overshot it, but let's just check it anyways. Okay, I'm on a 1/2,000th past the 5. I think that's where I got the front one at, so I might be right on the money. Maybe I'm off just a hair, so let me, yeah, I think I overshot it just a little bit. And if I can be a super obsessive compulsive and get everything right on the money within as much as I can, I will do it. Actually, I'm impatient. And I'm not using any air right now anyway, so. Alright. Let me check, see where we're at. Okay. Yeah, I'm like right on the 1/2,000th, or yeah, 1/2,000. Well, I think what everybody refers to as the tenths or whatever. But I mean, honestly, it's the 4th place over, so it's I refer them to 10,000ths. It's what I learned in school, anyways, regular school. But I guess machining could be a little bit different. Okay, I'm on the 1/2,000 past the 5 is my starting place. And no, that one's this way, but 0.5 difference in the journal. See, that one's there. But let's do this. I'm gonna rotate it on the opposing side. Right, well, about right here, because then that gives me, you know, that a little bit of run out, just so I can kind of verify both sides to see if make sure we're right on. Let's see. Let me go. I'm gonna go back to this 0. Okay, so I'm on 0, so that way I'm not trying to ramp up too awful much, because I don't want it to do that. I mean, I probably should be pulling it, but I think I got everything pretty rigid where it'll ramp up good enough. Yeah, see, that one's 1/1000th difference. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think I forgot to tighten her up before I was doing that. But let me do this. I'm going to go back around. Maybe I wasn't fully off, because this is triangular. I was on the flat side right here where I was trying to get between those jaws. Alright, so I'm 1/1000th before the 0. And 1/1000th before the 0 there. 1/1000th before the 0 there. And yeah, 1/1000th. I mean, we're talking about this side or that side of the line. With the 3-jaw chuck in this way. Yeah, let me do this. I'm gonna put a little bit more tension on these bolts, because I also want to make sure that I'm not sort of changing anything as I'm turning them. I'm going to kind of crisscross. I'm on the operating side. Now I'm on the back side. Kind of like doing a tire for even clamping. Because I want to make sure it doesn't shift with a little bit of tension that I put on here as I tighten them. Nice and easy. And this last one in here. Of course, I think that's what the manual talks about as far as aligning the tailstock. And I had seen K-Bomb79, his videos, and where you actually do some test cuts. So I think I'm using this to get the general reference, and I may do some more adjustments to also verify with test cuts and stuff. So let's see. Let me get back here. Put on the 0. Yeah, because I mean, I might have just a little bit of variance in this camshaft. I mean, the camshaft's not bent or anything. I mean, I just cut section off because I use it for like something else. Did I bump that? Let's see. Okay, I'm right on the 0 there. Just barely off the 0 line. It's almost a 0.5 there. And it's almost a 0.5 there. So I'm not sure what I want to do here. I'm not sure if I can get something. Now, let me try something like that. Try to get it as far to the 180 mark as I can. So, let's see. I'm about a 0.5 thousandth past the 0, going farther. Now, let's see. That's about 1,000th. But I think that one journal, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take that side and this side and kind of divide the difference between them. You see, yeah, I'm like about a 1,000th. Yeah, let's see if it's gonna. Okay, it'll work. Yeah, because I'm adjusting it from it was like the about the other side. Which is pretty close because I'm trying to do 180, 180 degree revolution, half a revolution basically. Because I did have, when I completely turn it on one journal, and which means, I don't know, I might be getting to the point where I'm getting to splitting hairs, and it may not. I mean, if I, my part that I did already work on, if I only had 1,000th like that, I probably would have been happier with it. Now that I'm trying to tune in this headstock, because let me rotate it here. So I'm starting on the 0 on, let's see, on this side. And I'm turning the motor. I don't want to put too much pressure on the other thing itself so much. Now, let me watch that. Let's see. Did I start here? Did I turn it on her? One revolution. Let's see. Oh, that's like a 0.5 thousandth. Yeah, I think that's one revolution. That was my starting part. Let's see. Okay. So that's 180 degrees. And seems like it's turning less. It's only about a 0.5 thousandth when I'm doing it, when I had about a 1,000th before. Because only the single notches are 0.0005, so it's 10 thousandths. So it's 5 10,000ths in the 4th place marker. So let's see. Okay, so I'm at 0 there. Let me come over here. 0 there. There's the half a thousandth. Oh, that's weird. No, because that gave me 2. Well, almost 2.5. All right, let me try to do another 180. Let me get pretty close to, because it's going to be right in the on the jaws. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You can't see because it's off the screen. I'm just a 5 10,000ths before the 0, my starting point there. And I'm at 1,000th before. And 1,000th. And I'm back on 0. Let me see if I can do. I'm hitting the tailstock, I think. I can leave it right there. Let me actually try to do. Maybe like a 90 to 120 degree change, and see what I get. Kind of average them all, Okay, so I'm just a hair off. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, I'm on the 0, right on the 0. Just a hair after the 0, not even a half. 5 10,000s. And there's 2,000s. That's really weird. I mean, they all looks like they're still pretty good surfaces. So let me go on the other. Okay, so there's 2 before. There's a half before the 0. A half before the 0. And that's the 0. Now, cause see. Now see now it's about 1,000th. So I'm getting a little bit of fluctuations, and I don't know if I gotta try to do something with this apron if I'm having some issues. I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit more. I'm trying not to wiggle it, but let me go back just a hair so I can try to get a even. Okay, I'm on 0 there. And then I'm on at 2. That's really weird. All of them seem good except for this last bit of it. And I think, you know, trying to go from here to here where everything is on the jaws is probably important. So let me try to do this 180 thing. I think that was probably because I went just a little bit past it. Okay. Now I'm 1,000th before the 0. 1,000th before the 0. 1,000th before the 0. And I'm on 0 there. Huh. Well, no, because when I spin it around, because I did check all of them. If I had a bend in this thing, it would wobble it towards the end. And yeah, let's see, it's about giving me about the 1,000th that I had before. Okay, I gotta find a starting place again. I think I want to. Well. Now, 0. 1,000th, 1,000th, and a half. So I'm not sure what to really do because I'm getting, well, probably. Where did I say it was at with this one? Let me go back and try again. So I'm trying not to disturb too many things. I'm trying to get things where I can get them right on because I'm like 1,000th past there. I'm not sure if I think I said what was on the 0. So I don't know if when I'm turning this thing, if I gotta try to tighten up them bearings a little bit more. I don't want too much pressure on them. Not that I'm not turning them at 2,400 RPM, but when I put the grease in here and tightened it back up, because I tightened it up pretty tight to start with to give it a preload, it wouldn't spin. I kept tripping the motor because it was loading it up too much. It wouldn't get up to 2,400 RPMs when I was trying to do a re-braking procedure. is I'm at 0, or just a half before this, 0, 1,000. Okay, so now I'm saying like I'm right on, so I don't know if I'm just getting, you know, with this, you know, a little bit of backlash or some stuff going there. I think I'm going to tighten it up and just do a test cut, because I think that's going to be the ultimate tall tail. You know, I thought I could keep this because it's got these ground ways on here and it's straight still, because when I'm turning it, it's not wobbling, and I'm only got a, you know, 1,000th, which could just be, you know, a little bit of, you know, how it is in the scrolling chuck. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna crank everything down tight, and then I'm gonna do a test cut to see where we're at. I'm probably put the other piece in to start over, because once I do this, because I understand, well, I've already took this apart anyways, and this really needs to be aligned to the tailstock. And I'd already tried to do some alignment. Maybe that was okay alignment where I was, but it was the off of the headstock, where I put this out with the headstock, so it was just everything was running off parallel and giving me a taper. All right, so I'm gonna shut this video off. I think that's good enough for this video. I'm going to shut this off and finish doing everything, put it all back together, and I'll probably just come back for the kind of show you the results of the test cut where I ended up with this. All right, thanks.